Today we'll be talking about multiplicity in polynomial functions and understanding what repeated zeros look like graphically. Zeros are all the x values that make a polynomial function equal to 0, aka where the graph intercepts the x-axis, because when the graph intercepts the x-axis, that's when y is equal to 0. And truth is, you've probably seen multiplicity before in quadratic functions. For instance, f of x equals x squared. The 0 in this case, which is literally 0 in our case, is repeated twice. So it has a multiplicity of 2, which will go more in depth later on. And you can also take a note at this f of x equals x squared, which is a quadratic function. You can see how it bounces off the 0. And that's a key note about multiplicity, which we'll cover right now. Multiplicity is essentially how many times the 0 is being repeated. So in the previous case of a quadratic function, that 0 was repeated twice. If a multiplicity of a 0 is odd, then the graph crosses the x-axis at that 0. And when the multiplicity of a 0 is even, then the graph is tangent to, or it touches and it kind of bounces back the x-axis at that 0, or the x-intercept. So let's say if we were given these four zeros, 0, 2, 2, and 1. Well, we can make some key points that it crosses at x equals 0, and it crosses at x equals 1, and it's tangent to the x-axis at x equals 2. And if we were to graphically graph this, it would look like so, where it would just be a graph and it would cross the x-axis at 0 and 1, but it would just be tangent to the x-axis as 2. And this is very important when you're looking at interpreting functions. And it also goes hand in hand with the leading coefficient test, which is also linked in the description box. Hope this video helped. Comment down below any other math topics or review. Thank you.